Hey, there's our narrator.
Yeah, oh God. It's not been going well for Phil.
What's up, guys? And we're going to check back in with this friendly here, checking in on the Itty Bitty Titty Committee, led by their team captain, the Minority 3, one of the most creative players in the game here. Climbs up the rocks to see what he does. Following the Onion 13, heading up towards B, going for the capture. He looks down at a dead guy. He's going to try to make it. Just ignores his teammate as he breathes his last breath of life.
Run away.
Oh, he is hustling, trying to find someone to get shot by, and he accomplishes that. Gets clipped and falls off the rocks. He is dead as shit.
Oh my God. What a cluster.
That was a lot of people trying to open a door. Trying to get the res off, gets it off. Will he die? Somehow gets a kill. Only 13 bullets. Just looking at the pretty clouds. Sees the cloud looks kind of like his granddad. Makes him feel sentimental. Slight tear rolls down his cheek. Oh, and some more enemies coming up over the horizon. Large numbers. Let's see what he does here under the pressure. More gas coming in. Will he get the gas mask up? Instead, he goes to retreat.
Oh.
Oh, and he gets prison styled. Once again, checking in with the Minority 3. Let's see what he's doing right now. Oh, that is a very cinematic view he sees there, and he is just filled with quit. Runs back down into the bunker. There is urine dribbling down his leg. Oh, Phil peeks out just as the people die, trying to make it look like he's doing work. Let's try checking with the player. The Minority 3, Phil, can you hear me? Would you like to tell us a little bit of how you're feeling right now, just getting wrecked by that Zeppelin?
Go fuck yourself.
I don't think we can air that, but we appreciate the time. Oh, Phil trying to sneak in for the res, but realizes there's 300 guys up ahead of him. Gets one kill, realizes that's more than he could have hoped for. Backs off because he's not going to get one of the other two. Oh no!
No!
Oh no! And Uprise says, "Sit down, Phil. Sit down." Phil gets rest, then immediately put back down, just like a dog you've had since you were 4. I love you, Sparkles. Works his way up to the gaping hole. That's where he feels the most comfortable. Enemies up there, he gets one. Can he get the second? He does. Those people are obviously blind and deaf. Oh, there's an enemy. Phil reacts too slowly, as per usual, and he is put down. Back to the Minority 3. Somehow still inside. I think he's allergic to the sun. He is living under those stairs like Harry Potter. Because we're going to have to take a brief 10-minute time out here. Before that, I'd like to do another ad read. This one by our sponsor. I'd like to clarify right off, not really a sponsor. Just enjoy the product, looking for sponsorship. Divine Interventions. Purveyors of fine religious. This week we're featuring Jackhammer Jesus. Jesus was a carpenter, now he's the power tool. He's the baddest and the best in all of Nazareth. It's the most beautiful crucifix you'll ever see. I've just been informed by the manager of the Itty Bitty Titty Committee that they're currently having a Twitter contest raffling off the Minority 3's house. Use the hashtag PhilFails. One winner will be selected at random, and you will be given the keys to the Minority 3's house. You might have to fight him to get him out, but he's a small guy.
You need keys for a cardboard box?
Once again, that is hashtag PhilFails. That is hashtag FUCKPHIL, and then just mash your hand on your keyboard and we'll find you. But it is impressive the way he plays on that 56K dial-up connection.
He's got his Xbox hooked up to a telephone, which is hooked up to a potato, which somehow runs his internet.
The more you break down his setup, the more impressive his gameplay is. Now, only a couple people up in the squad here. Let's check on the Minority 3. Oh, and Phil is somehow able to land that headshot from 2 feet away. Eating bullets left and right and finally goes down. Let's look at the recap of that real quick. It looks like in that last exchange, he received 12 bullets and didn't fire a single time. Let's check in with the Minority 3 here as he comes back. Oh, a couple shots here. Puts him in the backpack. Somehow takes the guy down. Oh, Phil sees an enemy, but it's like a ghost from his past. Can he confront those fears? He can. It puts that ghost down. Sleep, Grandpa. Sleep. That's down to here's the Minority 3 slamming his controller against his TV screen.
Which is also his microwave.
Once again, the more we break down his setup, the more impressive his play actually is. He charges his controller by sitting on a toaster. Oh, there's an enemy. Let's see. Phil shoots him in the backpack once, then the legs twice, gets the kill. Phil, you don't even know it's going to be you tonight.
What do you mean?
I could be watching somebody else.
Maybe we're spectating someone else.
Spectating whore.
Okay, and we are back again, watching everyone's favorite player, the Minority 3 here, leader of the Itty Bitty Titty Committee.
No.
Tonight we got something special going on.
Really.
We have a new segment called TNA Q&A. But first I'd like to go to our sponsors, thank them real quick. Our sponsor this week is Candy Corn. When you have a sweet tooth, for nothing in particular, reach for some candy corn. Available everywhere, 3 months out of the year, and at your local dollar store year-round. First up here, we have a letter. Let me open it up.
Snail mail.
Okay, and this letter is from Brandon. He writes, "Dear Phil, why you so bad? Like, seriously, why it hurts me?"
Who's this bitch talking shit?
It's Brandon, that's all we know.
As we said, it is Brandon.
It looks like
Brandon
he's from
who,
North
though?
Dakota. I got a tweet here, and question is, the Minority
Did he use
3.
the hashtag?
He used hashtag PhilFails.
Okay,
The
good.
Minority 3, are you a boy? How old are you? Your voice sounds like my little sister. Any response to that, Phil?
Well, I'd like to point out I'm a 24-year-old man, but inside
Oh, well,
I'm a
you use
12-year-old
man
girl.
loosely.
Well, I said on the inside I'm a 12-year-old girl, so.
It's kind of creepy, Phil. Okay, we have a caller now calling in. Looks like we have Kyle on the line. Kyle, what is your question for Phil?
Hi, my name's Carl.
Hi, Kyle. You sound a lot like Phil.
Thanks. He's my biggest inspiration. I was just wondering, right now I can only fit. How did you work your way up to a whole?
That's a very good question, Kyle. Let's go to Phil here.
Well, one, you just gotta give up on ever pooping normal again.
I only eat
you,
candy corn, so I don't really poop normal anyway.
Once again, I'd like to remind you at home, this TNA Q&A section brought to you by Candy Corn, favorite candy of Native Americans worldwide.
Candy maze.
I get shot from everywhere.
And Phil ignores the direction that Caleb got taken down from, continues to run through the bullets. Davy Crockett comes up behind him and just puts him down. We have another question here coming in via the Twitter sphere. It says, Phil, how I get a girlfriend?
I mean, it's kind of, you don't ask a guy that doesn't have a girlfriend how to get a girlfriend.
Well, how'd you lose your last girlfriend? You can't use logic here to try to give the kid some advice?
Well, I don't know how the last one ended, so.
Okay, we have another question here.
Oh.
Phil, boxers, briefs, or do you just... Looks like that's from your dad.
Alright, boxers.
Doubt it.
And that one right then.
Maybe you didn't hear all the choices, Phil.
Coming out through these doors, pulls an 8 out, switches back to his gun. He's just trying to fuck with people emotionally and psychologically. Sees an enemy, runs by, does nothing except shoot a wall. Throws a nade out way too far, somehow dings him, will not get the kill that way. I am corrected. Enemy in the window, Phil ignores him, he's getting capped by him, somehow doesn't see him. I feel like at any one time, Phil is only looking at a 2x2 inch portion of the screen. Phil watches the hot sizzle, admiring, thinking about what he could be. Ignores another enemy.
What?
I thought he was going to get it there somehow. Knew he shouldn't, but thought he was going to. Phil gets the res, looking away from the guy who killed him. Starts to look back and then just gets blown,
That's how I spawned,
blown
damn
to
it.
shit. Let's go back to Hot Sizzle here. And now we are watching Hot Sizzle, watching the Minority 3. This is what we all want to see.
Give him hell.
Let's check in with the Minority 3. Perfect timing. The Minority 3 walks into a door, pulls up his gun too late, and gets obliterated. Back to Papa John's.
Thanks, Papa.
Papa John's revives the Minority 3, so we are going back to the Minority 3.
Yeah.
Taking A. There's an enemy there. Phil is shooting him waist height. Oh, another enemy coming in. Phil reacts too slow, still gets the kill somehow. And that was a real fucking nail-biter of gameplay there.
It's so much worse.
You do so much worse when?
When you talk.
Well, that's weird, because the only time I see you playing, you play like absolute dog shit.
Phil, mute Justin one game so we can all hear him, but you can't hear him, and we'll do a little test.
Yeah, we'll see how you do
You
that.
do better.
Okay, try it.
Phil.
The worst part is that...
Phil.
What?
Phil, can you hear me? Tell me when you mute me.
Okay,
Did you mute him?
hold on. Did it.
Okay, guys, this
You're
time we're
muted.
gonna whisper. We're gonna whisper cast the Minority 3. Try to give him some support here. He's got us muted because he thinks this fucks with his gameplay.
See, now I can't...
I bet at some
See,
point
now,
from the laughter,
I know,
Let's go
I
get
know
him more.
shit's being said, but
he is going to unmute because he
I
can't
just
stand
can't
to hear
hear
everyone
it.
laughing and not know what's happening. That is my prediction for this game. We're waiting here for the game to start, sending good vibes the way of the Minority 3.
Don't worry, Phil. Justin's just talking about random facts about North Dakota.
Sure.
State beverage is milk.
How it was admitted to the Union November 2nd, 1889, stuff like that. Located in the upper Midwestern region of the U.S., bordered by the Canadian provinces of Saskatchewan and Manitoba to the north, Minnesota to the east, South Dakota to the south, and Montana to the west.
Waiting for the Minority 3 to spawn. Okay, he is in now. We are watching everyone's favorite player, the Minority 3 here. Okay,
Just
the Minority
chilling.
3 here, posting up on this tower, looking around for anyone to shoot at. Hasn't seen an enemy just yet, but I'm sure he'll see someone soon. He'll perform, I'm sure above what we all expect him to. Oh, I just see an enemy on Phil's screen. He hasn't seen him yet. Now he does. Scopes in too late. Now there's too many. He hesitates to shoot that guy. Teammate shooting at him. Phil once again reacts too slowly and then gets picked off from across the way. The first place that I saw an enemy pop up on his screen. It's like he's not even focusing on
I can
this.
kind of hear him from someone else's mic. I can't hear what he's saying, but I know he's talking.
Okay, Phil aims down sight, tries to steal himself, takes a swig of whiskey because he knows that he needs to make this happen for his team. And he does it. He gets a headshot, beautiful kill right through the nose. And he is feeling confident right now. He is going mobile now. This is the most I've seen him move this whole match. He is feeling in his groove and confident, taking bullets from the left side, refusing to look that way because he knows he's fine. Aims down sights at an enemy's head, then says, no, I'm going to get your friend here. Moves up, gets the one-shot kill through the face hole. Still has not dealt with the first enemy he looked at and then looked away. Phil being cautious here. Oh, he sees two motherfuckers there. He's going to line up. Misses the shot. It was a good lineup, though. His aim was true. That should have been a headshot. I would understand his frustration right now at those fellas not dying there. Okay, he lines back up and gets taken out. It was a beautiful exchange of gunfire there. Phil really trying his hardest. A+ for effort. Just couldn't get it done for his team here.
Well, that was it.
And that is all they wrote for that game. It's been lovely. My name is GravyMusket. I've been here bringing you this lovely action from the Minority 3, a.k.a. Phil the Greatest.